Hi, Happy New Year. Welcome to our virtual Second Sundays. I'm Morgan Wells, curator of education here at the Tucson Museum of Art, and today we're going to make our own portrait using collage. Here's a portrait. Portraits are pictures of a person, and today I'm going to do a self-portrait, meaning a picture of myself. So here's a picture of me. Does it look like me? A little bit? So we're going to create our own self-portrait using collage. So today, your basic supplies will be construction paper. I have a pack here, a fresh new pack. You can buy this at pretty much anywhere, a grocery store. You can get it at Michael's, you can go to Target, Walmart, anywhere. So any kind of color tube, basic supplies. You're going to need a glue stick, or Elmer's Glue works too, white glue, and some scissors. So you might also need a pencil too if you want to draw out your shapes first. And so find a mirror in your house as well. That's another thing, because you might want to reference your face a little bit. And so what I did was kind of think about my face in basic shapes. So I started with my face, and first I want to pick out a color for my base, what I'm going to glue on top of. And today, let's do doesn't want to come out. Let's do this same color, actually. So I'm going to do a light blue. So, and pick a color that you probably won't use for any of your features. And with this one, I kind of tried to stay a little close to what I thought, my skin color would be, my hair color would be, my eye color. As you can see, I used orange for my face, red for my hair, a purple shirt, green eyes. So now I'm going to go a little off the grid, and now I'm going to go still somewhat similar but different at the same time. So today I'm going to make my face yellow. And so when I'm going to, thinking about the shape of my face, everybody kind of has a different shaped face. I have kind of a long, round, skinny face, so more oval shape. So what you're going to do, and what you could do first, is first draw that shape if you feel more comfortable. If you feel comfortable free cutting like I'm about to do right now, feel free. So my face is more of an oval shape. Some people have round faces, more circular. Some people have heart-shaped face. So looking at the mirror, kind of think about what shape your face is. So there's my face. So now we're going to glue it onto our paper. And I'm kind of thinking about myself from the shoulders up. This is what we call a bust in the art world. You don't have to do that. You can think about your whole self, so you can think about what you're wearing, your clothes, your feet, everything. Or if you want to include more than one person, you can do that as well. It's kind of up to you. You can even include your animals, your pets, whatever, to kind of define who you are. And these aren't realistic portraits because we're using kind of simplified shapes, so don't feel too pressured to make it exactly perfect. And when I apply my glue, I'm going to go around the edge of my oval, and then also in the center to kind of cover, because glue sticks sometimes can be a little funny about drying fast and also sticking to your paper. So I'm going to press down pretty hard there. And then the next thing I'm going to think about is my neck. So I kind of thought about it, as a square. So I cut a square to represent my neck. I did that same here. So I'm going to glue it. And then I'm going to also kind of stick it under my oval so it's not on top. And then we're going to glue that to the paper. Like so. Next, I'm going to decide what kind of shirt color I'm going to do. Let's see. I have a bunch of scrap paper right next to me, and it's great because, I actually have a shape cut out. That'll work perfect for a shirt. Right now, if you have scrap paper at home, if you like to keep those things so you reuse them for projects over and over again, this is the perfect opportunity to use your scrap paper. So thinking of from my shoulders up, I'm kind of thinking so it's a little squared but also rounded on the edges. So I'm thinking almost of it as like a half circle or a squared circle. So as you can see, I kind of made it kind of a long half circle shape. So if I kind of added another, it would be kind of circular. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that on to represent my shirt. And purple is one of my favorite colors, so this is a great way to kind of add in personal touches, wanting to, add your favorite colors, something that represents you. That's also really fun to do. So as you can kind of see, there you go, there's my shirt. Perfect. Now, thinking about your face, and I kind of started to pre-cut some of these shapes. I need to cut my nose, so I'm going to grab my yellow because I'm going to make a yellow nose. But kind of looking at my already created piece, I'm going to start with my face first. Actually, I did my hair first on this one, but I'm going to go ahead and start with my face and do my nose. As you can kind of see, it looks like a triangle there. So now I'm going to do a triangle here, kind of a skinny, tall, like so, kind of representing your nose. So really think about the shapes of your face if you could simplify it. I know sometimes that's difficult, but I'm going to do and put it right in the center of my face. And it's kind of hard to see since it's color on color, but it does have a little texture there, right? So kind of still. So you could even do, if you wanted to, a totally different color for your nose. It can be totally individualized. So don't feel like you need to do color on color like I'm doing right now. Just think about what you want to do. So I'm going to actually go do my hair next. And so I kind of had all these strips already cut. So I thought, oh, this is a perfect way to kind of create my hair. It's long, right? And I'm using orange. And my other one we used red. However, if you can kind of see, like my hair, there's like a rounded here, right? It kind of follows my face. And so you kind of want to use this, but also cut. This is so I'm trying to simplify what my hair would look like. So I'm going to round the top of it a little bit, kind of like that. So depending on your hairstyle, if you have short hair, like think about, maybe you just want to like half circle on the top of your head and that represents it. Or maybe you have bangs. It just depends on what kind of hairstyle you have and how you'll represent it, kind of simplified, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece up against my head. I'll do the same with the next strip. Even if you have like spiky hair, you could like do individual spikes and cut them out and glue them on your head somehow. So here we go. Here's my hair so far, right? I'm kind of bald on the top of my picture, but I'm not bald. So how am I going to represent my hair on the top? I have bangs, and they're kind of like side sweeping bangs there. So I'm going to kind of represent that. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to kind of I'm going to think about my hair and how it kind of sweeps that way. But I also have the rounded top. So I'm going to sweep it there, but I'm also going to make it rounded on the other side. Oh, I'm using yellow. I meant to use orange. Sorry about that. I guess I could have just made my hair two different colors. It doesn't really matter. That's part of the beauty of using construction paper and being able to create yourself in all different fun colors. And actually, maybe I'll add that yellow on the other side to give myself flair. I've always wanted to do something funky with my hair in real life, so why not create it on paper? So I'm going to add that to the top. As you can kind of see, it references that bang there. So it kind of goes across my forehead. So I'm going to glue that to the paper. And I don't want to waste paper, so I'm going to use the yellow. So I'm going to do it a little skinnier on the other side because I don't have as many bangs on that side. And I'm going to glue it to the other side, like so. And so I told you earlier that I pre-cut quite a few shapes before starting my video. There you go, there's my hair. And it's not sticking very well, so I'm gonna add a little bit more glue. Kind of press hard. Sometimes glue sticks can be a little challenging to get to stick. So I pre-cut my eye shapes and my lips. And I'm using white for my eyes. And I did a kind of an eye shape. Eye shapes can be a little challenging, especially getting them the same size. So what I recommend doing is drawing one eye shape and cutting that out and then tracing it again so that they're kind of symmetrical and you have two of this close to similar sizes. So, and think about it kind of like a diamond, but a rounded diamond on the edges, right? And some people do kind of have more oval eyes. I have more, I guess, almond shape eyes. So, look at your eyes. Some people have, skinnier eyes. Some people have big round eyes. Just depends, right? And so just when you're looking at yourself, think about how you want to cut out your eyes. So, and I'm placing mine on top of my hair a little bit, which is okay. I think that works. It's not perfect, but it works. So there we go. And as you can kind of see before I get to my next step, my hair is hanging off the edge there. And a nice trick is on the other side, I'm going to follow the end of my paper and kind of trim it off, making it. But you can leave it if you like. If you like that look and you want to leave it hanging over the edge, do so. So my next step, I have green eyes. So I'm going to do green eyes again. But if you wanted purple eyes or, I don't know, any color, really red eyes, you could do whatever color you like. So I'm going to put those two. I did a circle, and I did the same thing with what I did with my eyes. I drew a circle, cut it out, used it, traced it again, and recut it. So kind of created similar sizes. And they don't have to be perfectly circle or round. Don't worry about being a perfectionist. Sometimes the beauty is within the flaws. So there we go. And my last step, I'm going to put some lips on. And, people's lips are all different shapes, but we all kind of have those little, kind of the heart top of our lips. So what I kind of think about is as a long, skinny heart. Mine are skinny. Some people have much more rounded lips than I do, and which I'm jealous of. But so what I was thinking is that, I think of it as kind of like a heart shape. So I have the little peak in the middle there, and then the bottom I round, right? So a typical heart comes to a point, but most people's lips don't do that. So I kind of rounded that bottom there. So I'm going to glue that onto my picture. Like so. There we go. There you go. Here's both my pictures. There we go. See, and I added eyebrows to this one, but I've decided I'm not going to add eyebrows to this one. But you could also even add other things you like. If you always wear certain earrings, or you really like earrings, you could add earrings. You could add ears, because I didn't add ears to either of mine. You could add whatever. You can add any kind of background that might, that you really like. You could cut out stuff in magazines and glue to it if you like to add even more to make it even more individualized. But just think about yourself and think about what kind of shapes make up your face and create your own portrait. And feel free to share it with us on our social media. I look forward to seeing them, and hopefully I get to see you sometime in 2021. Thanks for making art with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys next month. Take care.